Hola mis amigos, yo soy Steve Rachel, and I'm sorry. I know part 7 was already done, but some technical difficulties and some minor visual glitches and everything of the sorts, the episode was deleted, so now I'm re-recording it and putting it back where it should belong. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, up and at 'em.
Feel any better?
I'm not terrible. I slept. I know I slept because I dreamed. The dream was dark and confusing. A big hedge maze that was a very clear metaphor for my life at the moment. And behind every hedgerow, things with green eyes were staring out at me. Okay, I have to eat something or I'm gonna die. The only question is whether I should eat barbecue or a taco. In Austin, there are no other significant food options. Also, I'm gonna die young.
Well, personally, I'd rather prefer taco than barbecue.
Tacos. Perfect. I knew I could count on you to make the right call. I'm gonna go to Torchy's and grab a taco and some queso. See you soon.
Never mind, the barbecue sounds better now.
Oh man, that is good. If there's a heaven, I can only assume that the rivers flow there with queso.
That does not sound pleasant at all. I don't like queso, but instead of saying agreed, because I don't agree, what's queso?
By queso, I technically mean chili con queso, which is a mixture of melted cheese and chilies. You dip tortilla chips in it.
Oh, now that sounds good. Oh, I take back my statement. That actually sounds pretty good.
It's spicy and cheesy and delicious. Basically the best thing ever. If you're ever in Texas, you need to get some immediately.
I'll see about it.
I just got a text from Mary Jo Irving. Hey, gorgeous. Did you find my damn crystals yet? If not, can you give me some surefire bank robber hints? And there's an emoji of a grinning cat. She's being friendly about it, but I know she's desperate. It's good to be reminded that this job isn't always just about punishing bad guys. Ready to get back to it?
Can I ask you a personal question first? I don't know what I would ask, though.
I guess. Depends how personal.
Are you okay? I mean, from all the shit we've been through, are you okay? For real?
Really, really? If I'm being totally honest, not as great as it might seem. This seemingly effortless calm you're receiving here is a mask. It's merely a skin over a pit of sheer panic. I'm pretty scared. That's how I'm doing, really. Let's get back to work. Hey look, I have a voicemail. I know what you're thinking. Voicemail. That's so 20th century. Don't I ever give people my email address? Actually, I don't. But it has nothing to do with me being old-fashioned. See? Cops have a thing about interacting with human beings. We need to do it. In a detective's ideal world, you would talk to everyone face to face. That way you can see someone's expression to judge if they might be lying, and look at their body language to see how they feel. With a voice call, you can't see the person you're talking to, but you can at least hear their voice. With an email or text, all you have is the words, stripped of emotion, stripped of inflection, stripped of everything I use to tell if you're scared, or angry, or lying. So let's check the voicemail. The voicemail was a call from Rod Ross, Letter's coworker. Remember him? With the slicked back hair? The guy I don't like?
Yes, I clearly remember him.
He says he's got some things to say about Jason Letter that he didn't feel comfortable saying at the office. His voice, I might add, was filled with consternation and anxiety. Whatever it is he's got to say, it's important to him. I'm going to finish eating, then I'll talk to you when I'm back at the station. Just a few minutes. I'm back at the station now.
That was quick, Alex. God damn.
Now it's time for another big decision. I really want to confront the Person Corporation, but I'm also very curious to find out what Rod Ross wants.
I think it'd be better to interview Rod Ross first. I mean, the corporation can wait. Rod, I'm pretty sure he's really anxious to talk about this, and I'm pretty sure if we don't talk to him sooner than later, he's probably going to change his mind and not want to talk to us about this. So let's go interview Rod Ross.
Rod lives on 3S Street in Clarksville, which is the neighborhood just west of downtown. It's the neighborhood that the hip, trendy people wish they could live in, but can't afford to. They just stare longingly at it as they pass by. But apparently, Rod Ross can afford it. It'll take me a few minutes to get over there. Okay, I'm looking at Rod Ross's house now. It's basically an expensive shack, but it's got an attached garage, which is rare here. It's been painted recently. Everything looks perfect and neat. Manicured lawn, trimmed bushes. Rod is in the garage, washing his car. Rod's car is a Lamborghini. Like, for real Lamborghini. The license plate says Rodinator, as in Rod-inator.
Yeah, I think I get it, Alex.
Oh, Rod. We need to talk. When I talked to Rod before, I got a weird vibe from him. And it's getting worse by the minute. Like he's trying way too hard. Should I be friendly and empathetic with him, or should I try and push him a little? I'm not sure.
Well, considering how he was in the office before, like, we try to be good, he was just a dick about it. So let's be a bad cop.
You got it. It's not my normal style, but every now and again it pays off. I'm guessing Rod really wants to be liked, and he'll be thrown off if I clearly don't like him. Oh boy. I think he may literally be buffing the paint job of his car with a diaper. Wow, I really don't like this guy. Let's go say hello. Hello, Mr. Ross.
Oh, hi, Detective. Good to see you again. Ask about the diaper. What the what? Why why?
Is that a cloth diaper you're buffing your car with?
Yeah, it's what my dad used to do. And if it was good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
In your dad's day, maybe it was. But these days, you use microfiber.
Really? Huh. I should talk to my guy.
Definitely talk to your guy on that one. It's a pretty nice car after all. Lamborghini, huh?
Yeah. Not just any Lamborghini either. It's the 14th anniversary special edition Murcielago.
Like I'm supposed to know what that means. Ever drive it under the Congress Avenue Bridge?
What? Is there a road under there? I thought it was just trails.
Murcielago is Spanish for bat.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Why don't you come on inside?
Rod just glanced over at the tool bench, then looked away real quick. There's a pegboard over it with a place for every tool neatly marked.
Huh. Look closely at it, just in case there's any tools missing.
It's brand new, of course, or it's just never been used to fix anything, or both. Above it, there's a pegboard with these shapes for tools drawn in marker all around them. There's one item missing, though. An empty space on the pegboard.
Rod, you have some explaining to do.
A space whose outline is in the exact shape of a crescent wrench.
Now you got some real explaining to do, Rod. Whoa!
Whoa might be an overstatement. A missing wrench isn't the same as a signed confession. But given what Dite said about the potential murder weapon, it's worth asking about.
Hey, would you mind taking off your shoes when you come in the house? This carpet cost a fortune. And nothing else you ever owned did?
Sorry, I have to leave them on. It's regulation. I'm not sure there's a regulation about keeping your shoes on during an interview, but it seems wise. And anyway, I'm not taking my shoes off for this guy.
You want water? It's from Fiji.
I usually only drink the water from the tap, so this is a big day for me. Rod just busted out laughing even though I was clearly being unpleasantly sarcastic. Maybe I need to work on my bad cop moves. I officially hate Rod Ross. Should I follow him to the kitchen, or just wait in the living room and poke around?
Poke around the living room. See if it has anything narcotic.
The living room is the most tasteful and least personal room I've ever been in. It's like one of those model home living rooms. You can't imagine anyone having ever spent time in it. There's a desk near the front door. I'm just gonna have a little peek. Here's the car note for the Lamborghini. Holy crap! Rod's monthly payment is more than my entire cost of my first car. The bill says the payment is 90 days past due, and it's about to be repossessed. There's a mortgage statement that says that one is 30 days past due. Underneath that is a prescription for Tramadol for back pain. Just out of curiosity, can you look up tramadol and find out if it can be addictive by any chance? Thanks.
I remember this from the last time I looked it up. And no, it is not addictive.
Huh. I guess I was thinking of something else. Oh well. Can we go ahead and get started?
Of course.
I'm just gonna record the interview on my phone here, if that's okay.
Okie dokie. Ow! Sorry, I hurt my back rock climbing a while back and it twinges sometimes.
Rock climbing? Him? Seriously? Somehow I doubt it. We're in the living room now. We each have a bottle of water from Fiji. Rod's house looks like it was decorated by someone who is a lot cooler than Rod Ross. I'm guessing he paid that person a lot of money. Rod's image is really important to him, is what I'm getting from all this. You wanted to see me. Why?
Because there are, some things about Jason Letter that you need to know about, Detective.
You couldn't tell me about it at the office?
No! The conference room you were in is bugged. Judge Sherwood has probably already listened to every word we said in there.
Sounds a little paranoid, but what do I know? So whatever it is, you were scared to stay in the office. What is it? Rogers closed his eyes for a little longer than it takes to blink.
Jason Letter wasn't the man people think he was. At all.
How so? So how do you think people see him? And how was he different?
You know what everyone thought about him? You talked to Sherwood and Rachel. They all worshipped the ground he walked on.
But not you.
Not hardly.
So what you told me in the office wasn't true. You weren't friends.
Ha! Not even close. Jason Letter was an a-hole.
How so? In what way was Jason Letter an a-hole?
He was completely fake. Everything about him was an act. He conned everyone into believing that he was this awesome guy, but in reality he was nothing like that. How does he know? I mean, I get it, they were co-workers and all, but how does he know specifically?
How do you know?
Because I had the office next to his for the last 2 years. We were hired at the same time. He couldn't keep up his nice guy act every minute of the day. Sometimes he let it drop.
What do you mean?
I'll give you an example. Everyone thought Jason and his wife had a perfect marriage, but that was a lie. He raised his voice a lot when he talked to Mia. He called her all kinds of terrible names. Words I won't repeat. I wasn't eavesdropping or anything. I couldn't help hearing it.
Lots of couples fight, and they always put on a brave face. It's natural.
This was different. He was cruel to her. He said terrible, abusive things. One time, I heard him say that he'd beat her senseless if she didn't go to the client dinner with him. And then 2 minutes later, he comes out of his office smiling and asks me who won the Spurs game last night. It wasn't just his wife. He was really cool to other people, too.
Like who?
Like his brother, Mike. Whenever Mike called, Jason was always a huge jerk. He talked down to him. And also, like, other people around the office.
He seems hesitant. Should I let it pass? Or should I push him on it?
I mean, if he's hiding something, we need to know.
Who else was he cruel to, Rod? What are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just...
Just what, Rod?
I'm embarrassed, okay?
Rod is holding his face in his hands. I think he might be starting to cry.
He picked on me. Adult bullying is a real thing, which should not be messed with.
It is. It's really sad. I mean, with cops, it's all the macho tough guy stuff. A lot of what we say to each other sounds pretty aggressive, but that's just part of being a cop. I don't think that's what Rod is talking about at all. What did Letter do to you?
He called me bad words. He threatened me. One time he said he was going to beat me up.
How often did he do this?
All the time. At least once a week. Sometimes more.
Why would he have done that? What was his motivation?
I asked him that once. He'd taken my laptop and thrown it in the dumpster. I said, "Why are you doing this?" He said, "Because you deserve it. Because you're weak." And the worst part is, he was right. I am weak, because I never did anything about it.
Did anyone else witness this? Did you record any of it?
He was always careful to do it when no one else was around.
I feel like Rod was about to say something else, but then pulled back. Maybe going hard at him was a mistake. Okay, next thing. Should I keep going after him hard, or should I soften up when I ask who he thinks killed Letter?
I mean, considering how he is now, and going through a little trauma, let's just lighten up on the guy just a little. And then if he starts lying, we go hard in the motherfucking paint. What?
So who do you think killed Letter?
I wouldn't have any idea. It wasn't me, I can assure you of that.
Can you assure me of that? Where were you yesterday around 6 a.m.?
I was with Animal.
Wait, what? Are you saying you were with the drummer from the Muppets? What, man? What? I'm so... I am so sorry.
It's just swab, man. Kill me. No, I love that guy though. No, Animal's a client. I did his divorce pro bono. Ask who he might suspect.
So who do you think killed Jason then?
Oh gosh, I couldn't say. I mean, I bet there were a lot of people that didn't like him. People saw through his fake bull crap, I mean. I'm sure his wife hated him. Maybe she did it. Who could blame her, given his extracurricular activities?
What do you mean? Do you think Jason might have been having an affair?
Might. Oh, he was almost certainly having an affair. With his massage therapist. Her name is Holly or something like that.
For the record, Rod made air quotes around massage therapists.
I think they were totally getting it on. Let's just say that he would go to a massage during the day and come back looking awfully refreshed. Let's leave it at that.
Yes, by all means. Let us leave it at that. But let's also make sure to find this Holly. Can you give me Animal's contact information? I'd like to speak with him.
Of course. I mean, you don't think I had anything to do with this?
I'm just following every lead, Rod. That's all. Rod's writing a name and a phone number on a piece of paper. The name is Animal Ayers. One more thing. Back at the office, we talked about those tungsten kite crystals, remember?
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Tell me again. What do you know about them?
Only that they're some kind of space rock. They're worth a crap ton of money, though. And Jason was trying to sell them to some lady.
Huh? Something's not right here. What am I missing?
I couldn't tell you even if I did know. Because I never would know. I don't know.
Dang. Oh well. Hopefully it wasn't something important. I just know when I get this feeling, it sometimes turns out to really matter later. Okay, well, that's all the questions I have for you now, Mr. Ross.
Please, call me Rod.
You bet. I'm gonna ask Rod about that missing wrench. Let's see what he says when I throw it in his face. Hey Rod, can we go to the garage? I wanna check out that Lambo again.
Absolutely. You wanna sit behind the wheel?
No, I'm good. Thanks. Oh, there's just one last thing I want to ask you about. I'm just curious what happened to your crescent wrench.
Oh, I needed to redo the pegboard or buy a new wrench. I lost that wrench forever ago.
The response sounded unbelievably rehearsed. Either Rod is a really crappy liar, or else it's some coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidence. Well, it was nice meeting you, Rod. Thanks for your help.
I hope I did help.
We'll be in touch. Man, I do not like the Rodinator. But that doesn't make him a murderer, right? It always upsets me when I can't find a way into liking someone. I like to think that I'm a good person. I hope I am. Maybe I'm just a mediocre person, and a good person's job. I guess the question is not if Rod is likable, but if he's the killer. What do you think, H.T. Barbacho? Is he a suspect?
Oh, man. Well, considering how he acted, and how he was through the office, and how Jason was to him, and how he was treated, it could be a highly highly probable cause that he could be a suspect, but we'll figure that out maybe in the next episode. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Check out part 8 because it's already up, and I'll see you on the next one. Hasta la vista, baby.